You are welcome to the Guru's perspective once again. And thank you for always being there for us. But please, before we start off today, because we are going to tackle a very, very serious topic, but I can assure you, today I'm so relaxed. I'm so relaxed. Uh, Permit me to plead of you that, please, your comments are necessary to tell us where to go, how to go about it. Those changes are very, very necessary. Please drop your comment in the comment box. So that we can move perfectly to a point of expectation. The Guru's perspective today is about the national item, the old and the new, discarding the new one, picking the old, and throwing the new one, which has not only become old one, maybe is now thrown into the dustbin of history. The question is that, of what benefit is this to Nigerians at a time that people are shouting that being power, there is hunger in the land, at a time that people cannot sleep, not even with one eye opened, the two eyes must be opened. Yet, with our two eyes opened, we were in danger of either being taken away by kidnappers, that is, being kidnapped by kidnappers, or being killed by bandits, or being killed by terrorists, or be killed by that new invasion which had found a place in our historical dragon, that is unknown government. At a time that if you go to my 12 market, my 12, after Ojota at Ketu, the yam sellers, because there they sell this thing massively, the yam sellers, please try it. I am not talking to you about no, these are reality. The yam sellers now will bring one tuber of yam, cut it into 3 places, because the smallest tuber of yam is now 5,000 naira, and about 3 or about 7 of 10 people that come to that market to patronize in purchase of yam, they don't have up to 5,000 naira to buy the smallest tuber. It is for this reason, and for purposes of survival of humanity, that the sellers of the yam now are now cutting one tuber into 3 pieces, so that those who come to patronize them will be able to buy yam. At least they will take a yam away from the market, either 1/3 as it is split to, or 2/3, but they will buy yam, because not too many Nigerians can afford the yam anymore as a whole tuber. So, of what benefit is this national anthem to these situations that I've just mentioned? Of what benefit is the national anthem to the huge corruption that is eroding the reality of the Nigerian nationality? Of what benefit is this jettisons and adopted national item is to the mismanagement of the economy by governments? Of what benefit, really, is this change of national item doing with bringing sanity to moderate governors, of which, that remains the question. So today, let us look at it. The national item, the one that was in the beginning, came into being in 1960. And that became Nigeria, we hate it. Please don't expect me to go more than this before I suffocate myself. The one that has just been thrown away to probably dustbin of history came into existence in 1978. And it says, "Arise, O compatriots." My voice is trying to give me away now. Let's hold it there. The one of 1960, the lyrics were composed by a foreigner, a British citizen, Lillian Jean Williams. And the music was composed by Francis Bender. None of them are Nigerians. The one that came into being in 1978, in fact, that is Arise, O Compatriots, was composed under the leadership of the Director of Music for the Nigeria Police Force. I'm talking Benedict E. Odiase, popularly known as Ben Odiase. And the music were put together by John A. Ileshuku. John A. Ileshuku. They are all Nigerians. And it was properly Nigerian property that came into being in 1978. Then we have identified that the one that came into being in 1960 was composed, both the music, both the lyric, by non-Nigerians. They are foreigners. What actually went wrong, therefore? Why did President Bola Ahmed Tinubu now picked this critical time that Nigeria was expecting something that would make their life to look and carry the symbol of positivity, and now change it? And what about the speed? Before Nigerians went to bed, before they woke up in 24 hours, National Assembly has sat and given first hearing, second hearing, committee, maybe public hearing, and before Nigeria would prepare for breakfast, which actually had become non-existent at this time, the president assigned it to be. And it became something that must be sung. We must go back to when the president addressed the National Assembly on 29 May 2024 to symbolize his 366 days to make 1 year in office. What are the issues there? I had asked the question. Please, we will be interrogating it. What is the benefit of this introduction of the old national item to the lifestyle of Nigerians, people that are waiting to die? What is the relationship? We must look at it. And this is where the Guru has come to give some explanation. In 1960, we had established it that it was the British that composed everything for us. In 1978, we had established it that it was all by Nigerians. And now let us look at more intricate things here. In 1978, we had military administration, military government in Nigeria. And the head of state of that military government was Olusegun Obasanjo. Olusegun Obasanjo, we know, is from the southwest, from Abeokuta. Let's please hold that in hand. Then two, everyone that was involved in the later one, which now abbreviated, they are all Nigerians. President Olusegun Obasanjo, who was military head of state, is a Nigerian. Ben Odiase is a Nigerian. John A. Ileshuku is a Nigerian. They put it together. Why is the offense, therefore, that is coming? So, beyond what Nigeria might not know, what happened became settlement of some personal grudges against some people. And the truth must be told. I want to believe that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu would have seen something wrong, either in the government that introduced the 1978 national item, being military, that it rose and destroyed democracy, meaning as a proper Democrat, which he is, he's taking revenge over the military that came and distorted it is for that reason that we are now talking of 24 years of straight democracy unbroken. It could have been from 1960 to now unbroken. So, meaning he might be representing the democratic class of people in fighting the undemocratic people, which was the military. That could be one. Another thing, and this stands taller than any other interrogation of the matter. Another one is that, of course, we know that between Olusegun Obasanjo, either military head of state or president, and Bola Ahmed Tinubu, president, democratic president, Nadeko, for back and co. There is no love lost. There is no love lost. Therefore, it is more likely to be that let me revenge and let me wipe out what is historically tied to the military, or more importantly, to that the military represented. That might be so likely. But then there are still other factors that we can bring to bear it. If you don't mind, the Guru returns to conclude this narration.